Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll teach you all about the nose and its diagram and its parts and its elements. Okay, so let's get started. You might say that nose helps to smell, but it also has a lot of uses. Okay, so the nose is an essential part of the body. Okay, so let's read down. The nose helps to smell and to breathe. Okay, so the nose also helps to smell and to breathe. Okay, but you may think that it mostly helps the smell because you did not speak. Okay, so but there's also one more thing. Now smell or breathe. Okay, you get surprised. The nose also helps to talk. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because for example, if you hold your nose and talk, you won't be comfortable enough to talk. Okay, so that's why the nose also helps to talk. Okay, now I'll tell you about the parts. Okay, I'll tell you about the parts. So, if you look at the nose, there are two holes inside of the nose, right? And those are called nostrils. Those are called nostrils. Okay, and there's also inner parts. Okay, called nasal cavity. Okay, it's also called nasal cavity. And there's also mucous membrane. There's also mucous membrane. Mucous membrane. And there's also olfactory bulb, and there is olfactory nerve, There is olfactory lobes, okay, and that's it. Those are all the parts of the nose. Okay, now I'll tell you this. So, for example, if you smell something, for example, a food, for example, you smell a dish, if you smell some dust, if you smell anything else, first the smell goes into your nostrils, then it goes to your nasal cavity, then it goes to your olfactory bulb, then it goes to your olfactory nerve, and then it goes to olfactory lobes, and then it goes to your brain. And if the smell is bad, for example, let's say dust. The smell of dust is bad. So at first, the dust smell goes to your nostrils, nasal cavity, mucous membrane, olfactory bulb, olfactory nerve, olfactory lobes, and the brain. And the brain analyzes the smell and tells you if it's bad or if it's good. So if, for example, the brain says if it's bad, the brain will tell you that close your nose and don't smell that. If it's good, and then eventually you keep smelling that. Okay. Okay. Now I'll write the pathway. If you smell something, the smell goes to your nostrils, to nasal cavity, to olfactory bulb, to olfactory nerve, to olfactory lobes, and to brain. Okay, now I'll show you the nose's diagram. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, so this is the nose's diagram. Wait, still coming up? Yep. This is the nose diagram. I drew it on a piece of paper. Okay. Okay, so as you can see in this picture, this is the nose. So look. So this is the nose. Wait, let me open the laser light. So this is the nose. This is the nostrils. Okay. And this is the olfactory nerve. This is the nasal cavity, and this is the olfactory bulb. So this whole thing is the olfactory bulb, and and yeah, and as you can read, this nasal cavity the nasal cavity contains mucous membrane. I think I didn't write this right. You can see it properly. Contains mucous membrane. Okay. Okay, now you can read this. Let's read this. Respiration is very important because we can't live without it. So as I said, the nose helps to breathe. Okay, the nose helps to smell and to breathe. So as you're breathing, you breathe like a million times in a day or billion times in a day. So that is called respiration. I think 90% of you know this, or 10% of you don't know this. Okay, now uh, so first, this is it goes like this, goes to your body, and yes. Okay. Now let's let's talk about the nasal cavity. Okay. So the nasal cavity. Wait, 1 minute. Okay. The nasal cavity has mucous membrane, which has small hairs. Okay, just small hairs, and the hairs are wet, and we call the hairs as cilia. Okay, so we call those hairs cilia. Okay, I'll tell you the function of the cilia now. Function is equal to the the cilia stops dust particles or microbes from getting into our body. That's the function of the cilia. Okay, now I'll tell you what the nose is made of. Okay, the nose. Okay, one. The nose is made up of a cartilage bone, which is flexible. Okay, the nose is made up of a bone called cartilage bone, and the cartilage bone is flexible. Okay, now so as you know that smell has a lot of gas, and smell has a lot of gas, and gas can move very easily. Okay, gas can move very easily. Okay, so now let's talk about the olfactory nerve. The olfactory nerve arises from olfactory bulb. So the olfactory nerve arises from the olfactory bulb. Okay. Now we can also call nostrils as nose. Okay, so there's another way of calling nostrils as nose. Okay. Okay, let me highlight this. Okay, never mind. Okay, now let's talk about the elements of the nose. Let's talk about the elements of the nose. There are not much of diseases of the nose, so I'll still common elements diseases of the nose. Okay, now Okay, let's get started for the first one. Okay, number one is synesthesis. Okay, I'll tell you. Is the swelling of the sinuses. Okay. Number two is nose bleeding. I think you all have heard this. Nose bleeding is the result of broken blood vessels. Broken blood vessels in the nostrils. Caused by hot weather. Caused by very hot weather. Okay, so nose bleeding is a result of broken blood vessels. Okay, so as you know, a vessel, like a blood vessel, carries blood, and if the vessels broke, the blood comes out of the vessels, and the blood comes through your nose. That's the meaning of blood vessels. Now, that's the third one. Common cold. Common cold is the excessive flow of excessive flow of muscles in the nose and may cause trucks. Okay, it may cause trucks. And this is the last one. It's called rhinitis. Is the swelling of the nasal cavity and mucous membrane caused by pollen from certain plants. From certain plants. Okay, certain plants. Okay, guys, that's it for the nose. Okay, so this is not part one or part two. It's just the nose, because the nose is a very a small topic, so there's not much to discuss about the nose. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. If you want to see more from my videos, and if you want to see the part one of the skin, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified whenever I share the details of the skin. Okay, guys, goodbye. Have a good day.